Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk to you about a book that I really enjoyed reading in the month of January. It was actually my favorite book I read in January, and that is The Scent of Triumph by Jan Moran. And I wanted to do this a little differently, so not a traditional review video. I saw Trina from Between Chapters do this, and I thought that it was a wonderful way to talk about a book that you really enjoyed and to encourage other people to pick it up, but without really the pressure of a review. So I'm going to give you 4 reasons why I really enjoyed reading The Scent of Triumph and why you might want to pick it up. So the first is if you are at all interested in perfume. So Jan Moran is actually a pretty big expert in the field of perfumery. She's written books about perfumes and the art of perfumery, and she brings that knowledge into this book. So our main character is a perfume artist, and she has these field journals, and so she will intersperse different little pieces of information about perfume and about the ingredients and how they relate to each other, how they are produced, things like that in the book. And it is really fascinating and it weaves beautifully into the book. I love the perfume aspect of this novel. So the second reason is if you're at all interested in stories that have to do with the period around World War II. So this book is set in World War II, and it is a beautiful and tragic and heartbreaking and even uplifting story that revolves around the events of the war. And they don't deal directly with the war so much as it's just a family story about someone who is affected by the war and how the war basically affected every family in some way, big or small. And so if you really like stories set during World War II, this is a great sort of twist on that era. The third reason is if you love strong female characters. So the main character in this book, Danielle, is one fierce lady. So she has so much to overcome. She has so much to live through and so much to just have to deal with on a daily basis, and she is such a strong woman. She's really strong in her convictions. She's one of those women who takes charge and who is basically before her time, and I just thought that was a really refreshing main character for a book who dealt with things in a realistic manner. So of course when some of these tragic events are happening to you, you're going to react in a normal emotional way, but how she took those emotions and she channeled them, and just how amazing she was. She is one of my favorite characters, literary characters right now, because I thought she was an inspiration. And if that wasn't enough, my fourth reason is if you are a fan of multi-perspective books. So this one is a book that has multiple perspectives, and they are interspersed in such a way that it is really interesting. So it's not one of those where it goes chapter by chapter and it's like you flip-flop between 2 or 3 people. It's a book where the perspectives come in really important and pivotal moments. So you will be in one character's perspective for a while, and then you'll get a snippet of another character that you are wondering about, or that the other character is wondering about. And it is really fascinating the way that she did it, because I felt like you have predominantly Danielle's perspective, which is the perspective of, you know, the majority of the book and is what draws the story forward, continues the story on. But you also have a couple of other perspectives that come in at pivotal moments and that give you information that Danielle can't give you, but that are really important to know. And I loved the way that she did that, because I'm a big fan of multi-perspective stories, and I thought that this one was done in a really interesting way, and it was kind of like a twist on multi-perspective stories, and it was done well. So those are my 4 reasons, which I could definitely come up with more, but those are my basic 4 reasons for why you should pick up Scent of Triumph. I know that a lot of you had said after my January review that you have added this to your TBR, so I would love to hear once you guys read it what you thought, and if you love Danielle like I love Danielle. But yeah, so this is a wonderful book, and I hope that you guys pick it up, and yeah, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I will see you next time. Bye!